welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, it's Halloween, best time of the year, and I decided I was gonna do a scary look. I wasn't planning on doing any scary looks this year. I wanted to do cute, simple ones. I had a cute, really like fun kind of like fall video planned, and I was like, we gotta do something scary. So I know I probably do not look very scary to you, but this is the best I can do. This is supposed to be like a deathly scarecrow. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna call this video yet, but like a scary, but still kind of like glam. Like I still have on the lashes and the wings, so like it's sort of like glam, scary, cute all together in one. I hope you guys can tell that this is a scarecrow. I am a scarecrow. I have the stitches and stuff on my face and some swatches on my hand. And originally I was inspired by, let me get the photo off my iPad. This photo right here, this girl is what I was kind of inspired by, but she did not have any of the blood on her eyes, and I was like, my friend Janina was looking on her phone, just like scrolling through Instagram, and I saw this look that she was looking at, and it was like this bloody eye, and they used red lip gloss to make it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I wanted to do, and that was at school, so I originally had the idea of doing the red eyes, and then I was like, what can I add to that? So then I was like going through and looking, and I kind of decided to just combine the looks together. It is definitely a little bit interesting to get used to the feel of lip gloss on your eyes, but even if this was clear, I love when people use lip gloss on their eyes. I think it looks so cool, and this adds a different dimension of shine. The under eye bags are real right now because of the shine, as you can see, but I just decided to drag them down underneath my eyes, which the people did not do. I changed a lot of the things. You can, of course, add whatever you want or not do whatever you want. The girl in the photo did add freckles, but me with freckles just really would not be a look. Also, I kind of forgot to cover my top lip with concealer, which would probably make this a lot better. But, I mean, what can I say? That's it for the intro. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe down below. Let's get on with the video. Alright, so the first thing I did was just take a matte and a brown eyeshadow and fill in my brows like normal. I decided not to cover them up, but you can do whatever you want. This part just is regular. Now taking this matte brown and black eyeshadow from my MAC Maleficent palette and a pencil brush, I'm going to take quite a lot of it and smudge it on my lower lash line, and this is just to make your eye look very dark and dramatic and more outlined. And then I'm going to take the same brush and same shadows and go above my eye as well as in the crease to help it look more defined, so when we put the blood on it, well, the lip gloss, our eyes don't get lost. I'm using a pencil brush to make it look a little bit softer because I don't want it to be too harsh lines. Then taking a very short fluffy brush and the brown shade, I think it's called Cypress Ember, from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to just kind of buff out the black and go on the edges of it to make it look softer and just a little bit more playful. This is not supposed to be a smoky eye, it's just going to add some definition to our eyes so that our crease and our shape does not, like I said before, get lost. So I'm just smudging it a little bit higher than my crease, kind of in the brow bone. And then we're going to do the wing. Now this part is completely optional, but using my NYX felt tip liner, I'm going to do a nice big wing so that you can still see it even after the blood is on it. And once again, I'm just connecting my lash line to the wing. I always start by going from underneath my eye up and then connecting it. And then I decided to make it a little bit more interesting and kind of do like little stitches on it. So taking the same eyeliner, I'm just doing a bunch of lines on the wing basically, or on like my, what's that called? Top of my lid? I don't really know how to explain that. And then I'm going to put on these lashes. These are the Tarte lashes in the style Goddess. I am still learning how to put on lashes. It's very difficult if you've never tried it before, but it gets easier the more you do it. Make sure that your glue is a little bit tacky before you put on your eyes, or else it is going to slip and slide around. I used a very dramatic shape because I didn't want, you know, my lashes to be not seen. The lip gloss or the blood or whatever is very dark. Yeah, you guys can see that I'm struggling. And I still wanted my eyes to look like eyes since this is supposed to be a glamorous look as well. And then taking Marc Jacobs water liner, I'm just going to pull my eye down so that I don't draw on my eyelid, which definitely has happened before. And I'm just going to line my waterline as well as the top of my waterline so that our eye just looks a lot more flowy. It's going to look kind of weird if you have a bunch of black eyeshadow on your lower lash line and you have nothing in your waterline. Now taking, this is the NYX lip gloss in the color Plush, I think. Yeah. I'm going to basically do a cut crease with the lip gloss. So I'm just taking it, outlining my crease, and then I decided to do a little bit more and draw like blood drippings. So it's pretty simple. It's actually really easy. All you do is literally just like drag the wand down and do like different amounts of pressure to make it look thicker and thinner in some areas. And then I decided to follow it up the wing as well, which you can do it if you want, or you don't have to do that at all. But I thought it would just make the look flow a lot better and go together. And I did the same thing on the other side. It feels really interesting, but you'll get used to it. And it's gonna be really hard to put your lash on and your waterliner after you have the gloss on your eyes, which is why I did this last, in case you're wondering. And then I just repeated for the other side as well. Now for the Scarecrow nose, I'm just going to prime it using my Makeup Forever primer, and this is the step 1 mattifying one. Then I'm using a concealer, and you don't have to do the step, but since my skin is dark, it's going to be hard for the shadow to show up. So I just wanted to make it a little bit lighter so that the shadows would show up better. And then taking the oranges from my Morphe 350 palette and like an angled flat brush, I'm going to pack it on my nose, and it's very light on camera. It is a lot darker in person. You can actually see the orange. I don't know why it didn't show up too well here, but that's basically the reason why I primed it with concealer, so that the colors would be a little bit more vibrant. So I'm just going to pack on the orange shadow, and then taking that same felt tip liner, I'm going to draw kind of like a pear shape or like a raindrop. I decided to go back and just make it a little bit thicker so it'd be easier to see from far away. And then taking the same felt tip liner, you can use whatever your favorite eyeliner is. I'm just going to go back and make little tick marks that are going to act as the stitches, because you know that scarecrows do have stitched on facial expressions. They have their nose, their eyes, and their mouth. And you can do your stitches as long or as short as you want. Then going back into the oranges, I'm going to use orange blush today because it looks a lot more, I don't know, scarecrow-ish, I guess. So I'm taking the 3 oranges from before in a large fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pack it on my cheeks a lot, way more than I would normally apply blush. Now with the same felt tip liner, I'm going to go ahead and extend my smile from the center of my mouth, and then I'm going to connect it to either side. Now using the same felt tip liner that I've been using the whole time, I'm going to do, it looks kind of like barbed wire. So basically you're doing V's or X's where you want, and you kind of want to adjust it so it looks like a little bit mixed matched. And here I did an X, then I did a V. I decided to make it a little bit longer and a little bit thicker so it's easier to see. But all you want to do is make it look like your mouth is stitched on. And then I did some on the top lip as well to give it the effect that it was stitched on the whole way through. It would look kind of weird if you just stopped at your top lips. But like I was saying in the intro, I recommend you using a concealer and covering your top lip, because that'll make it look like it's actually disappeared. I didn't realize that I was supposed to do that until afterwards, and I was like, oh. But once again, I'm just drawing little triangles that are going to be like small V's on the top of my lips, and then taking a matte black, and I'm going to basically fill in my entire lip. The reason that I'm using an eyeshadow to do this is because it will not transfer. If you use a black lipstick, it'll probably transfer when you eat, or when you like put your lips together. I guarantee the black lipstick is going to go on your top lip. So I used a matte eyeshadow because I knew that it was not going to transfer. And then taking my Marc Jacobs like waterliner, I'm just going to go ahead and make the lines a little bit sharper and fill in any sparse areas. And then the same black eyeshadow and a flat fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and set everything so that I am done and ready to go for the night. It looks so weird with my teeth, like it just looks like I have like no top lip. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of this Halloween makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did recreate anything, be sure to send me a photo. All of my socials will be down below. Comment down below your favorite aspect of this look, what you would change, what you would add, what you don't like about it. Just leave me a comment. I love reading them, and I reply to literally every single comment, and that is not a lie. Look through any of my videos. I guarantee I've replied to your comment. Now I'm kind of second guessing myself. But I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!